How are you all? Welcome back to Coins Alert, where you can get your crypto fix. I'm your boss. Hopefully everyone had a great day. It's Saturday, the weekend, so don't worry or stress out. I hope the weather was nice for you. Since it's September, the weather is probably cooling down around the world right now. At least not in Southwest Florida. It's hot here all year. I have a lot to talk about in this film. Look, I have about 15 tabs open at the top. XRP is what we'll talk about. David Schwartz shuts the door on puzzles for good. That's right. Yes, it's about time. They waited too long. We're going to look into Chris Larsen and Ripple's most recent grant for a layer 3. I know a lot about Solana. The SEC has sued many companies in the past. We will look at what those companies did after being sued. So let's not waste any more time and just sit back and enjoy it. $63,208 in Bitcoin. It has been AT.44% for the past 24 hours. Ethereum is worth $2,565. It's gone up 1.18%. Both USDT and USDC are coming in at the same value as $1, which is XRP. Its rebel folks are still being looked for. The important number is 60 cents. We're getting 58 cents.586 for those of you at home who are keeping track. 2 trillion is the total value of all cryptocurrencies. 215 billion. What's the next step? We're easy. Either we'll go up or down. Do I have it right? I'm right. I'm my honest thought. I think Bitcoin is going to try to break through $66,000. If that doesn't happen, it does. If that doesn't happen and we stay in this chop zone, you can sound the bells to let people know that the bull run is here and ready to come. We're likely to go back to the $50,000 range. That probably doesn't happen, but there is that CME gap that doesn't have to be closed. In fact, that gap is closed the vast majority of the time, and I think it's around $52,000. Folks, if you don't already have a TLN ticket, you should go get one. There are only 500 million of them on Bitmart. It's like, what's the next gem? Where can they find the next 50x coin? It's right here then. It's TLN. In Metaverse, this will be used as the game's money. It will be used in more than one Web3 game with a bet and method. This is the gem. It costs 3 cents to start. Around 35 cents is a cool amount. The next step is going to go up. It's time now. Now is the time to get it together. It's on Bitmart and is a cute little XRP rainbow map. It's funny, right? A lot of the time these maps show Bitcoin. We can see that they keep adding different colors to the Bitcoin feed. People who have been paying attention, this is the XRP chart. Are you all set? $121 in XRP. Okay, I'm ready. I've been ready. This is 2017 for me. Check to see if XRP gets between $5 and $10 this cycle. I'm a happy man. Man is very happy. It doesn't bother me if it goes up. You know that $5 to $10 makes a guy happy. We've been in this stupid range, so if we don't get above $5, it will be terrible. We have been held back, but I am sure that we will soon break through. There's no doubt in my mind that institutional money will also enter the area. As soon as we get that ETF in 2025, and Grayscale trusts us. What does the trust look like right now? In other words, it shows that people want the object. I'm going to put this out. It did happen in the end. Yesterday, David slammed the door on the puzzles. He said they were silly. The crypto guy asked, why don't you speak out against riddles instead of adding to the nonsense? He goes, and when I do, they tell me I'm speaking in a code, which makes sense to me. They think, of course, he has to say that so they don't pay attention to me. I do my best to keep them from getting air and respond to their nonsense with sensible ideas instead. You see, there it is. Schwartz, he finally did it in 2017. When he was done, the riddles were off. Deals will we still get? Schwartz's answer is likely to lead to about 100 puzzles. Let's tell the truth. Look, it is what it is. Know what I mean? You either believe him or don't believe him. You either think he has meaning or don't. I don't agree with this. I don't get to say who is right or wrong. Are there any puzzles? Has Schwartz had anything to do with them? I'm not sure. It's interesting to read that they are the head of Ripple. We haven't heard much from Larsen lately, but here's a video that explains who Yellow is and what they're doing. Ripple led the $10 million funding round for Yellow, which is a peer-to-peer liquidity node flush token solution with almost zero latency and a layer 3 on Ethereum. It will look into the xrp+ripple EVM sidechain fastest matching engine, which is a few milliseconds to guarantee settlement/clearing interest. As for your first question, please go ahead. For those who are new to the project, welcome. My name is Louis Bellet, and I'm the CEO and founder of this project, the Yellow Network. The Yellow Network is a part of the Yellow Company, which offers many other services and works in the trade and blockchain space. What then is Yellow? Yellow is not a blockchain at its core. On top of all the other blockchains, it's a peer-to-peer network. There is no delay on this peer-to-peer network because it is not a blockchain. That we all know about you killing people. Okay, let's do it. It's not a blockchain. This doesn't change it. Moving forward a bit, you can see the investment that Ripple made. Also, Chris Larson is in favor of the Vision 10 million seed funding round. This company should not be talking to Ripple about money. It's clear that someone in Ripple knows this person. Let's just call it what it is. If I were going to invest in this company, I would have turned off this display after 2 seconds. They know someone then. That means something is cooking, brewing, or breaking. Coinbase says that they will meet Solana's need for CBBTC. Look at this. Solana is doing strong things. As I've been saying, the only reason I don't buy more Solana is because it's above my dollar cost average. If it weren't, I would buy more. If it falls below, I will buy more. You see, I need to worry about my other DKAs going into our VLO because I'm down a lot and need to get them back to that 1 cent area. Because I'm going crazy on VLO, I'm going to take a break for a while and watch where the markets take us. Guys, Solana isn't right either. This is the head of Uphold Research talking about how you know Ethereum isn't the best way to pay for things. Well, guess what? Solana isn't either. And the CoinsPH and XRPL exchange said they were going to start their Filipino stablecoin on the Solana blockchain. Pay attention to Solana because no one will be affected by the US stablecoin rules. As confirmed by the 2024 investment research report, the upcoming US stablecoin laws will not go after the Tether, look into it, or do anything else. They will instead lay the groundwork for the stablecoin framework in the US. But this article says that a new stablecoin bill presented in the US in April would make it easier for US banks to issue stablecoins while hurting non-bank stablecoin issuers and non-U.S organizations like Tether. Things are going to get interesting, but I want to talk about this when we look at who the SEC has sued in the past, okay? Citigroup, Consensus Software, Bank of America, Zegmont, Elon Musk and Tesla, Facebook now, Meta, Enron, Wildcard, and Consensus Software are all in that list. They were all sued by the SEC. They sued all of these companies for a reason, right? The first reason was to slow them down. The second was to get a piece of the action and find out what was really going on. Let's look at why they sued Ripple. Well, they know Ripple is going to be a threat and that what Ripple is doing to change the way payments are made online is worth a lot of money. They went after Ripple because they think the company is a threat. Why then do you sue? You move more slowly and try to see what they are doing by getting behind their books. This is exactly what the SEC did during this case. The SEC isn't going after any of these other businesses. Why? Because they don't see them as a threat and because they don't see how these other companies have gotten central banks and other big groups like the IMF and BRICS to work with them. That's why they went after them. Why? For they were interested in seeing what was really cooking and brewing. One thing that all of these other companies had in common after their lawsuits with the SEC finished is that they all went through the same thing. All of them have seen their stocks go up so much that they rip, explode, and boom. There are only a few weeks left until the end of the Ripple First XC lawsuit, and the SEC will finally leave them alone. What do we think will happen to the cryptocurrency XRP? After all, this lawsuit was about XRP and how Ripple was using it, selling it, and dealing with it, right? It wasn't really about Ripple in this case. What was going on was between Ripple and XRP. If XRP hadn't been involved, the SEC would have left Ripple alone. They weren't after them for the XRP, though. In order to do this, we look at old information about these companies and their stocks. You know what happened with Amazon and Facebook, right? Everything went crazy for them. What do we really think will happen with the price of XRP? If I had to guess, I'd say that 2025 will be a great year for people who own XRP. That's how I'll leave it. Hey, wash your hands and be nice to each other. Ripple Van Winkle is now public.